Hello. I am so excited that you have decided to take Cultural Diversity in Education this summer. This is going to be a very quick-paced class, so make sure that you're on top of things, you're doing everything that when you need to do it, and that sort of thing. We will have 2 units per week. One will open on Monday and the other one on Thursday. Make sure you read through the agenda and you do all of the activities connected with that unit that week. Let's go ahead and review the syllabus for the course. I'm Ramona Stowe, and I'll be your instructor. My law office is in 215 Metz, and there's my phone number. However, during the summer, I'm in and out of the office, so it may be better to email me. I will always check my email. In the syllabus, here's the course description. You'll want to go through and read the entire syllabus. I'm just going to do a quick overview of what you can find in the syllabus. You should already have your text. If you don't, you need to get it immediately. All the information is right here. And then we go in the syllabus and we have the mission statement, which you can see there. And then our conceptual framework. And this is the same for any course. We strive to help you reach these 5 goals. So make sure that you take a few minutes, read each goal, and the indicators under each one. We're trying to help you develop into the best teacher that you can possibly be. The next section talks about the learning outcomes, and I will take a few minutes to go over those with you. This is what, by the end of this course, we would like you to have. We want you to be able to identify concepts of culture and, most importantly, the implication in teaching and learning, define multicultural education and its implication in the classroom, express knowledge, understanding, and appreciation of the experiences, contributions, language, frames of reference, and diverse issues of diverse social groups. We want you to be able to solve problems with dealing with cultural misunderstandings in the classroom, because that is a real thing that can happen to you when you're teaching. And then finally, state appropriate teaching strategies for English language learners. We'll get just a tip of the iceberg with English language learners. And remember, if you'd like to learn more, you can take the ESOL endorsement courses. Here are your major assignments. It has the points and the due dates. Now, each week each agenda will have more information about all these assignments, but you can look back for an overview and to see when things are due here. I do want to point out the very last thing is attendance participation. That is so important in an online class. You need to be making sure you're doing all the reading. We'll have forums that you'll need to participate in. Make sure you're participating in all of the forums. Now here's your major assignments. You'll have quizzes. I believe there are 3 or 4 short quizzes over the chapters that you'll read. So make sure you're reading the chapters. And on these quizzes, you'll only have a certain amount of time to answer the questions. It can be open book, open note tests, that's fine. But I believe I put 25 minutes to answer 30 questions. So you have to go through it quickly. You have to prepare, read beforehand. If you try to read it while you are taking the quiz, you will not have enough time. B is welcome the stranger, and this is talking about immigration. What does the Bible say about immigration? How should we treat immigrants? And so on. And there's several readings and activities to do with this. The next one is an ESL class visit. In your community, whether you're here in Kansas City or you're at home in another city or state, you need to visit an ESL class. If you have trouble finding a class, please let me know and I can help you. This could be through the school district during summer school time, or it can be an adult class. at a community center or YMCA or a church-based group, or it could be one for youth. So please visit a classroom. You'll have more information about this as we get to the assignment, but I want you to start thinking about that. The next one is another one for you to think about. It's called the Border Crossing Assignment. And in this assignment, you're going to spend time in a worship service that's racially, ethnically, linguistically, or religiously different than your own. And if you can do more than one of those things, you'll have a better experience. And then you'll write a reflection paper about that experience. Then actually this week we'll start off with our multicultural literature assignment. And this is to get you familiar with what kind of literature is available, looking at as different cultures as the main characters and so on. And you'll read a children's book and a young adult book. And then we'll put those on a Google Doc form where you'll have access to that. You can go back and you'll see all your classmates. It's just a very, very good way to start building your library and what you might want to share in your classroom. And then finally, you'll do a cultural resource bank. You and a partner will pick a culture, research it thoroughly, and then you'll give a presentation to us over Adobe Connect Pro, an online system, at the very end of the course. There'll be, again, lots more information as we get into Moodle. Finally, there will be a final exam that you will be doing. Here's the grading scale. As you can see, I think that's pretty standard. Again, you'll have weekly agendas, but to get a good overview, make sure you look at this syllabus, and it gives you the date, the topic, the objectives for that unit, the readings, and then the assignments that you'll be doing. And every unit is in here. Finally, just some class requirements and guidelines. First, honesty policy, and I don't expect to have any problems with that, but sometimes we inadvertently use plagiarism when we're not citing our sources. So make sure whenever you're writing a paper that you actually do cite your source. Accommodations, if you do have a documented disability, please let the Kresge Center and myself know. And if you have any questions about that, talk to the Kresge Center. Late work, I want to make sure everybody understands this. The best thing to do is just not have any late work. That way you don't have to worry about it. But if you are turning in things late, it will be 10% off for each day it's late, up to 3 days. After 3 days, your assignment, you can still turn it in, but it won't be turned in for any credit. So make sure that you just turn things in on time, and then we won't have problems. If something extraordinarily weird or different happens, or there's a crisis, let me know. I do give grace, but again, just try not to turn anything in late. That way we don't have any problems. A reminder that the library is still open in the summer, so make sure that you're accessing everything in the library. Even if you're distant, you can get on the website and get information and so on. All your papers should be in Times New Roman 12-point font in APA style. And make sure you're looking at Moodle every day. All assignments will be done in Moodle. All forums will be done in Moodle. So everything will be turned in through Moodle. Make sure that if you do have, again, some things come up, please let me know and communicate with me. And finally, you are becoming a professional, and so you need to make sure that you're always acting like one. The Kansas Educator Code of Conduct is also included in the syllabus, so you'll want to go through and read this also. And then finally, a disposition form is included in this document. And this is a form that is used throughout the department if you're struggling with one of these areas that is needed to be an effective teacher. then if I'm your instructor or any instructor can write a dispositions form for you. And then we will drop an improvement plan and go from there. Again, communication is key. If you do have any questions, please let me know. This has just been a short overview of the syllabus. Make sure you take time to read it in its entirety. I look forward to having all of you in class. And again, keep in contact with me. Thanks.